Hi everyone and welcome back to yet another episode of Idea Dream Home Season 2. We're back at it again. We are trying to find out Kerala's most elegant, most beautiful home. We received so many applications this time around that we're finding it very hard to shortlist one out of them. So we're on that process, and helping me in this journey is our expert panel of judges who are all experts in the field of architecture or interior design. I'd like to introduce them to you one more time and welcome to the show as well. We have architect Jeff Anthony. Hi. Architect and interior designer Ruben Koshi. Hello. And interior designer Veena Menon. Hi, Veena. All right, on behalf of you, I've got so many questions that I'm asking our experts here, just to make sure that we get a lot of information out of them, not just let them work and, give marks. I was wondering, majority of the people out there are looking forward to making homes. So once they've shortlisted on their architect and interior designer, so they come to meet you, right? How does that first meeting go? I mean, I'm sure you need information from them for you to even get started before you plan. What do you ask them? How do you go about the whole process? Just till design, till all the information you need. So, Ruben?
Well, the first meeting is more like an icebreaker session also,
Okay.
You want to know something about them, something of what they want, what we can offer them.
Okay.
And then normally it goes like after all the pleasantries are over, I mean you break the ice and everything, and then you ask them actually to give them a very detailed requirements.
Okay.
What they are looking for in a house, and I always make sure that they may ask me, okay, what is the standard area for a medium house? I say don't look at that. What is your need?
What is your requirement?
Yeah, what is your need for a house? I mean that may be based on your budget, maybe based on your aspirations, something you have seen, something you have heard. So it's very important to actually get them to open up, and then if they have not done that, I'll tell them, why don't you go back and then in terms of area, think about it, let it be anything. It can be very exhaustive, it can be very detailed, can look silly even, but then it's just like, you want to know what exactly they have in mind. So I mean, that is probably the first step.
Okay.
And of course, we'd always fix a meeting to see the site.
Right.
That's another very important thing. So these are probably how you would start a meeting with,
Okay. And just before I go on to Jeff, in case a client walks in, are there clients who come in just before they've bought their property?
There are people. So there are people who would like, they want your help in selecting a site.
Even that?
Yeah, even that.
All
but
right.
then most situations probably you get it after they have bought it, or maybe they've inherited the plot, or so it's maybe only 20% of the time that you actually get to go with them for a site selection.
That would be more exciting for all of
Obviously.
you.
I mean, at least we have a choice in the matter.
Right. Jeff, and how does it go for you?
Nowadays, clients will have definite requirements.
Yeah.
Some of them cannot express what they, they have the physical requirement, room size, how many rooms they want and all. But they will have some dreams about their dream house. That is what they have experienced in some other house, in their ancestral home, or some qualities which they may not be able to explain also. This is architects' I think job to get it out of them, or try to find out what is the abstract thing in them. Then after seeing the site, you will have to make a program, detailed program. Maybe you can tell them this is what all your requirement, we are going to achieve this. After that, it is making a few 4 or 5 sketches, then show them, then they may like them, one of them or 1 or 2 of them. There are some revisions, then you give the revisions like that.
You finally work towards
the final sketch, which will be freezed and then worked on the form, other things.
Right, and once that step is done and they finally build up the whole place, and then they need the help of an interior designer, what do you want from them?
You should understand whether it is a flat or a house.
Of course.
What is the style of the house, is traditional or contemporary or colonial style. Then you should see the site, you should see the plan, and first of all we should have a budget on that. That is very important, and what are the requirements they want, because each person is different, and if how many members are in the family, and what are they need, and what all things they want in particular room, because children need something, and the color scheme and everything we have to discuss section by section, and then only we can finalize and we can design the thing according to their we will be showing too many designs, then we will finalize it.
So at the end of the day, there has to be very good, effective communication between the client and all of you. I don't know who told me this. I mean, you have to be honest to your doctor and you have to be honest to your lawyer. Maybe the third person who comes in the category is your architect, because he's probably building your dream for you. I don't know who it was. Somebody did tell me. Okay, so there you go. When you do want to build a home, make sure that you do your bit of research at home and then go to the architects and interior designers, because then it makes it easier for both of you guys. All right, now that takes us over to our competition, and our home for today is from Malappuram Jilla, and it is Memana.
Particular entry, you're going to pause to that side, but we'll take this way. Again, some very nice landscaping around me. I've got a chembagathinte maram on this side, which looks really beautiful with its spread. And so this particular sit out area, it's a very nice place, as in you get very beautiful views to these two sides. Well, so we are moving to the interiors, and you see this door, it has got a very simple pattern but yet so beautiful. And we see this courtyard, which sort of forms the heart of the whole house. And you just have a look at the whole composition. Like, these are very utilitarian things. Vellam thalekku unduvanulla saananu, but you know, this pinne ee chembinte chediyum aa velakkum ellam kudi pebbles ellam kudi, it forms a very nice composition in fact. So we've got a living space to this side of the courtyard, and you see it's very simply furnished, and what stands out is the view that we have towards the outside. It forms a very nice backdrop, and the roofing system, it's not concrete, it is like truss and boarding in a pageka, so it's like very eco-friendly, and it looks very light also. The colors, they go with the white of the walls. Few steps, and this is the dining room. As you see, we have a very beautiful framed view from these windows, and a couple of steps lead to a outdoor lawn area. So it's a very beautiful space to sit and dine. So we have a wash area accommodated in that powder room to that side. And towards this side we have a couple of bar stools and countertop. Then just have a look at the way the furnishings are done. Like, you've got glass, you've got wood, and you have a bamboo curtain screening of this area from that main living area. These spaces, it's like full of light and ventilation. So you see, there's a swimming pool to that side, and the whole, composition of water, light and ventilation, it just relaxes your mind when you are in these spaces. So we are going to head for the kitchen, and I'm in the kitchen. Well, it's a very nice color palette that you see here, black and the wooden color. In this kitchen we have windows on 2 walls, plus the light coming from above from the skylights. Well, we have a bedroom on the ground floor, but we'll go upstairs and check out the master bedroom. And the staircase, it's like wood and steel combination, looks very light. We have another bedroom here, but the master bedroom is over here. I've got a set of wardrobes to this side, and then giving way to the bathroom, and then comes the bedroom. It's like very simply furnished, very simple lines, just the wood and the white standing out, and you've got awesome views to the outside. Just look at the furnishing, like very simple. You've got a dressing table, you've got a mirror, then you've got some area to store your books or some things, and then you have a space as your writing table or a computer table. Well, I see a door over there, and I'm really excited to find out what we have over there, and it's a home theatre. Well, it's a very well furnished home theatre because you have a proper acoustic paneling done, you have a good sound system, and most important of all, you have a very nice space to, actually lie down or maybe sit and watch whatever is being shown. Well, this house seems to have been built with a great respect to the contours of the site, and there is like minimum dependency on artificial means of lighting and ventilation. As you can see, it's like there are lots of windows admitting light. So it's a very eco-friendly, very energy efficient house. Plus each of these spaces has got like spectacular views to the outside. So I would say that it's a really nice home to live in.
We're waiting to hear what our experts have got to say about Memana. We start with our first category, which is exterior form and landscape. And Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a striking composition. It stands on a hill.
Okay.
It has unity in the use of material and composition, and they have used laterite extensively. I think it's a locally available material for the driveway and the walls and for the steps. I think it has created a texture for the whole of the house, and there is good detail for the main gate and that column supporting the gate, and there are some plantations, especially near the veranda. The tree that plant looks very nice, and I think that driveway was a little bit steep. What I thought by seeing the visual, I thought it could have been longer and winding, creating a what we say a fourth dimension, time dimension to the building. Okay. Because when you see a building straight, you see it at one glance. When you show it part by part, you will create a climax so that you can show as a like a mystery you can reveal. Then that road could be also longer. I don't know whether it's a possibility, but seeing the visual, that's what I thought. This is a little bit steep. I think generally landscape, they have to do, there's a big area. I think they have to finish the landscape, but generally it's a good composition. It looks nice.
Yes, it looks like a large area where they build the house. So I think that itself is an advantage. Ruben?
Yeah, I share almost what architect Jeff had to say. I mean, the most striking thing about this is probably the site itself.
Yeah.
It's on top of a hill, and you have wonderful views all over. He's used that very well in the house. We are coming to that. The use of the local material, laterite. Actually, in an earlier episode, a house like this on a hill, we had a driveway tarred reaching up. See, this is the difference. When you have a natural material leading up, it gives such an eco-friendly feel. I mean, I'm sad there is no eco-friendly parameter for this show.
I know.
Others would have scored full mark.
For sure.
I mean, like you were saying, the laterite is used on the driveway, on the paving, on the walls. There is an absolute continuity in the use of the material. And coming to the landscape, what they have done is, I think, the area just around the house, they have tried to do something on a minimal level, and they have left the remaining areas
like
absolutely untouched. I mean, that's so nice. I mean, there is very little artificial interventions all around. I mean, you have just the rock and the shrubby kind of look, and then as you come closer to the house, you have a little more defined kind of a landscape. So as a whole, I think I'm quite happy with that.
You're happy with it, Anveena? What about you?
Yeah, too much of manicure വേണ്ടാത്ത ചെടികൾ വെച്ചിട്ട് ലാൻഡ്സ്കേപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് വീടിനെ ഹൈലൈറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ആർക്കിടെക്ട് ട്രൈ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ്സ് എക്കോ ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി ഫീൽ, ഒരു റിസോർട്ടിലേക്കുള്ള ഒരു ആംബിയൻസ് വരുത്തി ആ ഒരു ഫീലാണ്. പിന്നെ മലപ്പുറം ഏരിയയിൽ കിട്ടുന്ന വെട്ടുകല്ല് ധാരാളം യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഈവൻ ഇൻ എക്സ്റ്റീരിയർ ആൻഡ് ഇൻറ്റീരിയർ. ദെൻ അതിനോട് പ്ലാന്റ് ചെയ്ത് ഈ ദ ഫ്ലോറിങ് എൻട്രൻസിൽ ടെറാക്കോട്ട ടൈൽ ആൻഡ് ഇൻറ്റീരിയർ വേറെ കളറിംഗ് ആണ് ഫ്ലോറിന് യൂസ് ചെയ്തേക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഗിവ്സ് എ ഡിഫറൻസ്. പിന്നെ നേച്ചറുമായിട്ട് വളരെ ബ്ലെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിലാണ് ടോട്ടൽ ആംബിയൻസ് അവർ എടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്.
You're quite happy also. All right, which takes us to spatial planning. How does Memana do there? Ruben?
Well, the spatial planning is an absolute delight. I mean, there's plenty of light and ventilation. The scale itself is very human. I mean, we've seen houses and areas where you have double height, triple height. You don't feel very homely. It's just to our scale, you know. You are actually afraid that some of you might hit somewhere. I mean, but it's very cozy. It makes it very cozy, you know. Then the architect has captured all the strategic views from the plot. I mean, from the dining you have a view, from the bedrooms you have a view. So he's placed the room such that you have, but I think in this plot probably you have views all around. So wherever you place, but he has taken care for that. Then the use of the levels, the outdoor levels, some of it has been translated inside too. That's done very well. But in my personal opinion, few steps, 5 or 6 steps between the living and the dining, even though it would really spoil the look, you need to have some kind of a
support
handrail. I mean, just for the elderly and the children.
Yeah, otherwise it
just to make it a little more friendly for them. But otherwise, I mean, the levels are a delight. And the home theatre. The home theatre is so cozy. I mean, you actually feel that you're sitting in a theatre.
Yeah.
You know? It's done very well. And couple of things, I mean, I just want to say, for the sake of saying a few disappointments, I mean, the courtyard I felt could have been treated better. It is a little too simple or too regular.
Okay.
When you look at the whole rest of it, I mean, you have stones around and some green planting right in the center. Yeah, it's a little regular. Then the entry to the left, you turn to the living. That's a little, that column in between makes it a little
congested.
Little bit. Then also, even though they had a very good feature, the pool, I don't think the feature of the pool was really bought into the interior.
Yeah.
I mean, that side could have been a huge window which just opens up into the pool. I mean, I couldn't see that kind of thing. I have only one request. I mean, if the house owners ever want to give it for a homestay, just let me know.
You definitely
I definitely want to go and stay.
Excellent. So there's a suggestion.
I think Ruben has covered almost all the points.
Yes.
It's a house, it's very well lit. It's worked on, very well worked on levels. And I think courtyard is forming strategically placed. But I think the stones could have been slightly smaller. It looks a little bit too big. And the steps from the courtyard, no, I thought it should have been wider than the opening. I think it's too narrow. That's what I thought. Everything looks nice. I think he has taken advantage of the views, and especially home theatre also very cozy. I would have preferred more adjustable seats than lying down and watching. This is my normal way of watching movie. I think generally it is interior looks good.
Space looks good. Bina?
It's well planned, and furniture designs, everything is according to the room, and well connected corridors are there, kitchen well lit up, and the strong color of the palette yellow is used.
Yes.
Even though it is used, but the combination with black and wood, it strikes out very well. And bathrooms, once they showed the bathroom, that colorful combination of the tiles, that also designed in a very good pattern, and cozy functional bedroom. and one TV is hanging around, it is also, it doesn't make any difference in the room. It is not adjoining to the bed or watching that TV is not a problem, and a very simple wooden planks for the writing table, I believe. And everything is well planned and designed carefully.
Excellent. I'll stick with you, Meena. Furniture, furnishings, other use.
Yeah, the color theme of the furniture is very well blend to the ambience. It's eco-friendly atmosphere they are providing. So, a beige color, cream and wood texture, everything glass. It's all related things they use, and not complicated designs. Very simple.
Simple.
And
Jeff?
attractive.
Thank you. Jeff?
I think furniture is generally good. I especially like that dining table with the glass on top with the low chairs. I think it makes the dining room look more spacious and wider. And kitchen was well lit, and I think it is too much light in that kitchen. It's coming from all sides, from the walls and from the roof, ceiling and all. But I thought some shelves are placed above the window. I think it is difficult to reach, and I think generally it is quite good.
Ruben?
Well, interior again, it's very pleasing. It's very modern. Very difficult to actually find fault with anything in particular. They might be, but then you overlook that because the general theme is so good. There is nice consistency in all that they have done. Then nice touches. Even internally, you have the bamboo curtain separating the dining and the courtyard for the privacy and everything else, and also for the fact that this interior, the rooms are not really big when you look at it. The rooms are just enough. They are cozy. The bedroom is just enough actually. So I'm sure that he had restrictions. He had his limitations to actually do the thing. But with that and the open planning and the nice use of furniture, everything is like connected very well.
Excellent. And which brings us to the overall impact of the house, general aesthetics. Jeff?
I think it's overall it is a good, especially from external, it has good use of material, harmony, and it has unity in shape and texture, and interior is well lit. Generally it is above, it's much above average.
All right, well, I'm hoping it's much above average because you guys haven't said anything that negative about the house. But how much above average is Memana? We'll find out just now. Time for us to find out Memana's scores for the first parameter, that is the exterior form and landscape. Jeff, out of 25.
Yeah, generally we all like the form and use of eco-friendly materials, local materials, and we are all happy with the form and whatever landscape it is there.
Okay.
So we decided to give a high mark of 20.
20, that's good. Okay, good start. I hope it continues. For spatial planning, Dina.
Everyone liked the planning very much, and it's all the rooms are well airy and connected very well, and especially the home theater, everything.
That's a favorite spot.
So, yeah. And all the room has a panoramic view. So 21 marks we have.
21, nice. It's only going up. So let's see whether it's got a chance at getting to our #1 position. Ruben, for the furniture and furnishings.
For the furniture and furnishing, we are giving 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the department that scored less.
A little bit.
Comparatively, which brings us to the general aesthetics. I'm guessing it's the average.
It's again 19.
19?
What you decided.
Okay, so that little things that did bring down the score. So if my mathematics is right, the total of Memana in Malappuram stands at 79, which puts it at a close second compared to our previous #1s. I think we've got 2 homes before at 80, so 79, which is an excellent score on this show. Well, of course, we don't know how the ranking would be later on, but as for now, Memana, you're definitely in our top 5 without a doubt. So looking forward to see different designs of homes, because that's the only way we know everything exists here in Kerala. But thank you for being here. Join me tomorrow at 8 p.m. only on Rose Bowl, Idea Dream Home Season 2. Ciao.